In another video, I talked about what property managers do, the basic duties of a property manager or property management firm. The actual execution of these duties, though, we're going to vary from company to company. So there's two primary property management firm structures or operational models, portfolio and compartmental. Okay, so each one is going to have their own pros and cons. The portfolio model assigns one person all the responsibilities for their assigned properties. This person maintains a portfolio of properties for which they are fully responsible for everything, including leasing, rent collection, bookkeeping, coordinating maintenance, literally everything. Typically, these managers can effectively maintain like 50 to 80 units depending on the location and where those properties are at and how big they are, etc. Now, the benefits of this arrangement are pretty obvious. Okay, so the manager knows exactly what's going on with every issue at every property because they're the one handling everything. So this leaves very little room for miscommunication. Very few things will get lost. Owners, tenants, vendors, everybody's going to have one contact person, so that makes things pretty efficient in that way. It's easier for a part-time manager to maintain this structure. It's kind of just like a person doing everything. You might hire them as an independent contractor or whatever. It's kind of how you start in property management. Now, the downsides of this arrangement are also pretty obvious. Okay, so all the duties are going to be very generalized rather than specialized. They're going to do everything, so they're not going to be super great at anything, but they're going to handle everything. If that one person ever gets sick, goes on vacation, or is unavailable for any reason, the entire operation shuts down. Typically, if they do go on vacation or they're sick or whatever, they will have someone cover for emergencies, but anything that's not an emergency will have to wait until they get back from vacation. Okay, so that could be kind of frustrating if you're a tenant or a vendor or the owner, really. So the last thing is, one person cannot be in two places at once. So if a prospective tenant wants to see an available unit at the same time that a vendor wants to review a roof bid, then the manager is going to have to let somebody down, and ultimately it's going to be the performance of the property. And then finally, there's no ability to scale this. So this one person is susceptible to burning out, getting tired, and just kind of shutting off their phone if they're, just unavailable, they're too tired to handle it. You can't scale the model. And this compares to the compartmental model, which is going to assign specific duties to various team members, applying a team approach to property management. This is obviously a little more superior. Most professional firms are going to utilize this model to ensure all properties are covered at all times. Okay, so, the benefits of this approach are team members are able to specialize in their specific responsibilities. So the accountants can specialize in accounting, get best practices there. Leasing professionals can, specialize in leasing, etc. Okay. The other thing is team members are able to cover for each other in case of emergency and/or planned, unplanned time away from work. So I'm going to be away, but this person can help you right now. So we cover for each other. And then, of course, the management firm is able to scale to a profitable level, allowing for better working conditions for the employees, which is obviously going to turn into better service for everybody, property owners, tenants, vendors. Just better quality of work, or, better workplace, better quality of work, better for everybody. The downsides are going to be occasional miscommunications among team members. Obviously, the bigger the team gets, the more complicated things can get. Tasks can get missed or delayed due to team confusion or miscommunications. As a company grows, decision-making, problem-solving can become delayed with increased bureaucracy. So these kind of things are kind of the scaling problems of a company. My opinion is that a well-organized company utilizing the compartmental model is the best option. So if you are shopping for a property management firm, I would recommend looking for a firm that fosters teamwork through this model with a dedicated account manager who's going to be your point person for the property owner and has the authority to override any of the other team members when time is of the essence. So we're not waiting around for accounting to get back to us when we need to make a big decision for the property. That account manager can go ahead and make that executive decision if it's needed to be made. And of course, this is exactly how we set up Sagareus Property Management Service which you can learn more about by clicking the link below or shooting us an email at hello@sagareus.com. Thanks for watching.